The conservative Masorti Kotel, and the reason it's called that is because it allows you to do exactly this. A few of us, a couple of us, Bill and I, and Karen walked down to the other end, the Kotel that we mostly know, where of course men and women are separate, and there have been Mitzvah going on all through the day today. This was opened by, together with the religious affairs and the internal Israeli politics and all kinds of other things, to this kind of program where people can have a service together, especially at this time of year when it comes to the Mitzvah. It's part of the archaeological trips of the David's Center and part of the Southern Wall experience. If you haven't seen the Southern Wall, it is really, while the Kotel is important, the Southern Wall is even more important. We know what happened on the Southern Wall. We know that there were 15 steps. We know that on the steps they said each of the Shir HaMa'alot, the Song of Ascents, as they went in to the temple precincts. We know of the gates, you can see the gates. Those that they entered in on the right where they would go to the temple precincts in the second temple, and those where they would come out. And if you were tameh, if you were impure, you'd have to go in on the left side to know that you weren't pure in all of that. This is a special area because we know Robinson's Arch. If you haven't seen I don't know if you'll see it this time, the Davidson Archaeological Seminar program. If you haven't, that means you all have to come back, because it's definitely worth seeing what this place really was like at that time. There was a bridge here. You can see the part of it there. There's some stones that are found there, the Beit HaTokea, where the person with the shofar used to blow. And we have some inscriptions from there, some of the most ancient of all times. These, they tell us, are some of the rocks that fell as the temple was destroyed, remaining in place for over 2,000 years. So while that is known as the Kotel, it's all one part. And you, I understand, went to the holiest of the areas as such of the Kotel, of the Minarot, the caves as such. Mitzrayim, Beit Yaakov me'am lo'ez, Hayta Yehuda lekodsho Yisrael mamshelotav, Hayam rav Ayanos, Hayarden Yisov le'achor, Eharim rakedu ke'elim, Gevod kivnei tzon, Malach hayam, Hitanus, Hayarden, Tisov le'achor, Eharim, Yegedu ke'elim, Gevod kivnei tzon, Milifnei Adon, Uli Aretz, Milifnei Eloah Yaakov, Ahomim, Ki Gavar Aleinu Chasto, Be'emet Adonai, Le'olam, Hallelujah, Hodu l'Adonai, Ki tov, Ki le'olam chasto, Yomarna, Yomarna, Yomarna Yisrael, Ki le'olam chasto, Yomruna, Yomruna, Yomruna Beit Haron, Ki le'olam chasto, Adonai, Hamamlacha, Ve'amid Naseh Lechol Eros. Romimu, Adonai Eloheinu, Ve'ishtachavu, L'Adam Raglav Kadoshu. Romimu, Adonai Eloheinu, v'hishtachavu lehar kosho, ikadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Our reading for Rosh Chodesh.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chai Yehomeinu mitzvah b'tokenu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Pick your head up, Larry.
You don't want to go.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach. Baruch Adonai Hamborach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'rabanu mikol ha'amim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Simen tov and mazel tov and mazel tov and simen tov and mazel tov and mazel tov and simen tov and mazel tov and mazel tov and simen tov.
No, come and join us.
Mallory. Thanks. Alright. As I stand here today in front of the wall, God. As I stand here today in front of the wall, God, and all of you, I think about all of the notes that people have put in the wall. One of those notes was put in, and it wished my mom a safe pregnancy. The note was written by my grandpa, and here I am, 13 years later. It means a lot to him that I came to Israel for a second bat mitzvah, and now look where we are. We finally made it. Oh boy, have I anticipated this trip. Israel means a lot to me. Now that I am here, I feel like I am truly connected to my religion. One can only be so privileged to come to Israel, and I am one of those people. This is exciting, but scary at the same time. I know you probably think that I'm a pro at writing speeches, but this is really hard. Before I continue, I think we should take a second to look around and admire everything. I think that for most of us, it will be a really long time before we come back. So when I'm in Hebrew school during the school year, we talk about Israel. I always thought, wouldn't it be so cool to go to Israel and see what everyone talks about? Now that I'm here, I'm just so amazed. Israel's like everything people talk about and even a little more. I was having writer's block when I wrote this. It's hard to write about something that you haven't experienced yet. I tried to picture myself standing here in front of everyone, but I couldn't get a clear picture until now. Since some of you weren't at my bat mitzvah in Baltimore, I want to say thank you to my grandparents, friends, and family that weren't there. It feels so good that all you treat me like I'm another grandchild. I'm so lucky to have you all in my life. I wish I could stay here longer than 2 weeks, but I think that I would miss my mom too much. I hope you're all having a great time, and I can't wait to see what